Hey guys, Dan here. This week we're going to be talking about home improvements and which home improvements give you the best return on your dollar when it's time to sell. So for that, we've picked the top 5 major home improvements that you can do according to the 2020 Remodeler Cost versus Value report. And we're going to share that link with you. Now in this Cost versus Value report, they have a tab there for New England because we tend to run a little more expensive than most of the country. And in that, they're averaging through the whole area. So I believe some, inner city like Boston, certain areas might be a little bit more money, other areas might be a little less. So there's some flexibility here. You have to really pay attention to what you'll be paying in your area. Get some estimates and you'll be able to figure it out. The other variable is, can you do the work yourself? If you can, the cost comes way down. Do you have a good connection? Are you a great negotiator? Are you a great shopper? So those things will all come into play to bring your costs down and bring your return back up. Especially this market, it's a very competitive market. So I think sometimes when you do these repairs, when the repairs are done, you'll appeal to a broader audience, and that will also help you be more competitive. So to get the return you're looking for. So the number one large project that you can do, major project, according to Remodeler's Cost versus Value report for 2020, is a garage door. It will almost get you just about 100% return, 99.9% return on your dollar. And there's a lot of reasons for that. A lot of people want garages. They want the ease of an opener, getting in and out of the garage, and of course it adds to the curb appeal. So replace that garage door and get your money back when you sell. Next project we're going to talk about is a minor kitchen remodel. With that, you can expect a return of about 74% on your investment. And again, if you can do some of the work, this is we're talking about maybe refacing or repainting cabinets, replacing countertops with something more modern, a granite or a solid surface of some sort. If you had old, Formica tops, new hardware, and of course stainless steel appliances. The more you can do by yourself, the more you can increase your return on that project. Next project we're going to talk about is window replacement. When you replace the windows in your home, you can expect about a 75.4% return on your dollar. Now again, there are different methods of doing this. If the trim is rotted and old or just really in rough shape in the frames, then you have to take the entire frame out, the entire interior trim off, and then put a whole new window in with all that trim, get it all set up, and then repaint it. If the windows, frames, and trim are in great shape, then you can just take out the sashes and the tracks, which saves you a ton of labor, and then put in a nice high-quality replacement window, insert it in there, seal it, insulate it, put the little window stop back in a fraction of the time. It'll save you a ton of money. And of course, if you're going to do a home energy audit, like around here we use Mass Save, they come in and do the energy audit for you. If you do that after the windows, you're able to show the potential buyer that they're going to have a really energy efficient home. It's really going to add to that and to the comfort level, keep outside noise down, and really make the home easier to heat and cool and more comfortable. And the next project we're talking about is siding replacement. Siding replacement, if you replace with vinyl siding, gives you a 76.6% return on your dollar. It's a big project, so there are many ways to do that and to achieve a very nice result without having to do the entire siding. So you want to get a few estimates and see what people say about that. With cedar shingles, many times you can just have a low pressure wash, have them bleached a little bit. Victoria did that in her house. It was amazing the difference of what it looked like before and afterwards. So if the siding's not really gone, it's just looking a little rough, talk to a professional and get a couple of estimates on that. We have clapboards on the front of my house that just took a good coat of paint and they look like brand new. So again, there are many ways to handle that. Talk to don't talk to your lawyer. They'll get you for money. No. Talk to your realtor, get their suggestions, and then get 3 estimates from local contractors who are licensed and insured and have a great reputation. And I'm sure you'll be able to save yourself some money on that project and up that return. And while we're on the subject of the siding, there are many types of projects on the outside. If the siding is peeling or the trim's rotted or peeling, there are several types of financing that can't even be used. So if you are able to freshen it up, get rid of any peeling paint, repaint, replace any rotted trim. It's Cape Cod. We've always got rotted trim. I don't, because I replaced it all, but no, there's always a little bit of rotted trim here and there. It just happens. We're in a moist climate, and you know, it just tends to, the edges and anything too close to the ground tends to rot, or if it's bushes or against the house, cut them back a little bit. So get rid of the little things that an inspector is going to pick off, because anytime an inspector sees something that might cost you a couple of $100s to replace, in the buyer's mind, it's $500 or $600. So to make your transaction go more smoothly and to broaden your audience, that's what you're really looking to do too. In a competitive market like this, the more people that would be interested in your house because they might see it as turnkey, the better off you are. And they are fighting over them now and driving the prices up. So if you can eliminate a lot of these small details that are going to cause you headaches down the road or during inspection, it's very, very smart to do that. And if you don't have the cash to do it right now, talk to your realtor. There's many ways to get those things taken care of, where maybe you pay out of proceeds at closing. And lastly, for the big projects, is a roof replacement. When you replace your roof with asphalt shingles, the cost versus value report for 2020 says you should expect about a 66% return on your dollar. Let's face it, folks, when people see the roof is in rough shape, they get nervous, because if the roof goes, everything beneath it is in jeopardy. And it also adds to the curb appeal. A nice, fresh, clean, maybe an architectural roofing shingle that accents the colors of the home. It just really, really adds a lot of curb appeal, and it adds peace of mind to the buyer as well. So again, look at that. Sometimes the roof just looks a little rough. It could be a roof wash. But if they're in bad condition at all, you should consider having that done. So there you have it. Those are the top 5 major projects according to the 2020 Remodeler Cost versus Value report. We're going to share that link with you below, so you'll have that information. It's pretty interesting. You definitely take a look at that. And then if you ever have any questions and you need a little advice on home repairs, I mean, certainly hire a professional, but I've got a pretty strong background there, and I could at least get you pointed in the right direction or help you out in any way I can. I'm happy to do that. So that's it for now. We'll see you next week. Hey guys, Dan here. So on this we'll see you next week. Until then, didn't make sense, did it? We've gone, and of course, maybe if you're going to have a home entity audit, damn it. And we're going to share that link with you somewhere here. So that's about it for today. That's not it for today.